counter, obviously, or at least trying to hit Shoyue from anywhere. It would be a hard fight for them to actually do this for Boom.
A very good point here. So for the side of Boom Esports, we talk about how KAGENDRA wants to look at those big wins. The strong engage, the big DPS, that's their general game plan coming in for KAGENDRA. But for Boom Esports fan here, you're running the double marksman composition here with Miggy as your main tank. So it's a strong, sustained composition here. Very good front to back. As long as Boom Esports mitigate the first engage, that's the potential of them getting this game 4 into their bag. But this maybe just be the final, most important game that KAGENDRA plays in this tournament because they need to bring this to a game 5.
Bringing it to a game 5 is the key message here for KAGENDRA. Oh, they're looking worse going out of the competition, but Boom has everything to play for.
Yeah, this match is really the embodiment of a knockout stage, man. And this is just groups. Winner makes it out, loser goes back home.
Yeah, there's so much at stake here for these two teams, but I mean, obviously Boom has a little bit shorter way to go back home, but they are literally at the point of privilege here, and at least a vision point as well. iHands obviously just trying to get checked here by Migi, just trying to take away that Spike-tail beast.
Yeah, buying time, right? And at the same time, it's also about, hey, how much value does Senko get with his passive, right? Can he get to level 15 ASAP? Because once that sanctification comes onto Lanfeng, the KAGENDRA are going to get that power spike they've been searching for in this game 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can only hope for the boys at the IKL that they are able to kind of execute this draft right. But I mean, with Senko, with the Suya as well, obviously you could be able to get those little bit of XPs off of those critters as well. So really, we may be looking to try and sort of like phase a man check Carl on the Agudo.
Another thing to kind of note is this farm lane matchup, right? How much pressure does Boom really commit onto the life of Lanfeng? Because I don't think they want to do too much. He's quite hard to catch.
He's very hard to catch. Obviously, he's got the getaway as well, right? Just obviously just dive him back, but also can just stay safe under the T1 and just use those wild rounds.
Yeah, I mean, and also with the devices, he's actually able to scout out the positions on the side of Boom players. And that's going to be very valuable because I think this is going to... Oh, hang on.
Oh, a bit of a dive here with the Yang Xian. I mean, Weirord's looking to put a bit of a pressure on, but it's going to be those hailing feathers that's going to be dealing a lot of damage onto the back line, just kind of drive away KAGENDRA.
And you start to see here the value of Senko on this Ziya, right? With the Universal Law, you actually kind of get damage onto Tatsui as well.
You do, yeah, exactly. You can check him as well. Obviously, the damage over time is really putting a bit of a hindrance onto the mid lane of Boom Esports. So now, I feel like First Blood, if it doesn't happen on the top side of the map right now, we're looking potentially at that dive, or at least a rotation to the bot side.
All right, I know we were going with the bold prediction. I'm going to make one bold prediction for you right here, right now. I don't think the First Blood is going to appear up until the 4-minute mark.
It might do, right. It's in the realm of opportunity within these games, because I mean, you're already seeing that KAGENDRA and Boom playing a little bit more scarce, but now obviously using the Gorge mobilization just to drive iHands a little bit further into that T1 just to create pressure in that top side of the map.
Yeah, they wanted to force iHands to use the flash, right? Unfortunately, not going to be successful, so that's KAGENDRA's win at this point. Now we are at the 3-minute mark, 60 seconds away from that big skirmish. Will they actually fight it out, or will there be a switch in terms of the objective vision here?
We'll have to time will only tell, right? Obviously, we see top side of the map, Midgey just trying to get some intel for the rest of his team, sort of that Weeraw was at the Azure Golem, so everybody knows that he's top side of the map. Still gives him plenty of time, right? That 40-second timer on the Tyrant.
Yeah, 30 seconds is a lot of time, in fact, right? So KAGENDRA, I think they play safe, they play their cards right, and right now it's a poking game, right? This is the poking phase. Whoever gets more damage is going to be at a more comfortable spot right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're looking at, obviously, if they can get the Tyrant here, it's going to really kind of neutralize this gold sort of like, not divide, but balance between these two teams right now. Because obviously they're both kind of farming at similar rates.
But I feel like it's more advantageous for KAGENDRA, especially for Senko, right? Because, you know, even the Wild Growth, you get the EXP boost from that for Senko.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very helpful here for the side of KAGENDRA. But at the same time, Universal Law being placed down here, just trying to wipe out those Spritelins. Everyone knows how much of a menace those little people can be. But now into the back line, it's going to be Draw on a Huan using the Unending Star to keep himself alive. But they're going to get the takedown onto Furball. Not going to be a kill for them, though.
Yeah, Danny did commit his ultimate Fever Barrage as well, so this is all in line with KAGENDRA's win, right? Lanfeng does have to get away, he does have the damage off it. At the same time, it's only 4.5 minutes, but Senko is level 11. 4 levels away.
It's mental, man. Like thinking, anyone who like tuning into Honor of Kings for the first time, like, why is that guy level 11? Is his farm so crazy? But no, it's all down to the passive of the Suya.
Yeah, every single time a critter or a minion gets eliminated with the help of his passive, Senko actually gets extra EXP. Now with that, they have secured themselves the first Tyrant of the game, KAGENDRA.
Yeah, speaking of extra, maybe getting a bit more extra into this mid lane. We are seeing Ihans looking for a little bit of a stalk here, looking for that prime opportunity to get in. He does have the flash, but he can't find the opportunity just yet.
Yeah, this one is so close. No kills just yet. Lanfeng trying to put a defense here, manages to clear the minion wave. So this is going to be damage negated from the side of Boom Esports. KAGENDRA playing their cards well in this start of the game.
They do play it very well at this point of the game. Obviously, having the Tyrant is really going to kind of like be a bit of a deterrent onto Boom, because Boom doesn't have the necessary lead in the gold here to try and take a team fight whilst they are with an enhanced damage buff.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's, what, 45 seconds? I don't think it's the longest, but it's not that short either, right? So, Boom, as long as they play it safe, I think they should be able to handle the pressure. But right now, Ihans, he will have vision. Lu actually has vision.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to get the phase check here. Obviously going to be hailed in by the feathers. It's going to be the first blood going over to Boom there. Carl cleaning shop.
Right, not the target they would have loved to have, but you know, a kill is a kill.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to kind of create a divide a little bit further in that gold lead now, and obviously going to get the crowd going here in the shooting gallery.
Yep, Lanfeng's in danger now. They will push him away from this Crimson buff, stolen by Carl, and criminal activities by the side of Boom here, and they make it out safely, take the T1 as well.
Yeah, somebody call the Popo. There is a theft happening into KAGENDRA's jungle there. Not only the Crimson Golem, but also the T1 down to the bot side of the map. Can they get a little bit more here? Boom. Maybe trying to get the pressure into the top side too.
Yeah, this is over 1,000 worth of gold advantage. Nice stun coming in. This is going to be valuable for the Wings of Judgment. All those feathers are going to start stinging more and more.
Oh, speaking of stinging, the Ihans has to use a little bit of a dash there. Not the flash, but it's going to be the takedown of the T2, T1 at the top side of the map. But this is the beauty of the Gudo. The absolute cleanse of those turrets is so quick with that pick.
Yeah, Universal Law already used. The sun comes in.
Oh, Weero looks so low as well. Ihans a bit of a tit for tat on top side of the map as well. But there he's going to have his boys come through in blue. But there's going to be no minions to go through to the base.
Boom is feeling really strong, not just in person, but the fans as well. Online, offline, everything here in Manila, Philippines at the Shooting Gallery Studios.
Yes, Boom Esports, Lang Malakas, they are looking strong in this game number 4. I mean, look at now, they're around about 2k gold lead, and they're looking very strong. But KAGENDRA, I feel like at a moment's notice, as you can see now, Senko's level 15. He's going to go over the Sanctification, hopefully to Lanfeng, and that's going to enhance their game play.
Yep, already given to Lanfeng. This could be a big moment here, but the Gorge mobilization stops the aggression.
It does stop the aggression there. Stops them, it kind of like bays them away for a little bit there. Obviously, they couldn't really get the dive onto the likes of Tatsuri or Draw, but they were able to steal away that Crimson Golem on the side of Weero. Maybe trying to get this T2 down to the bot side of the map. As you can see right now, T2 does fall. It's going to be those Wings of Judgment that keep them out of Kame.
How structured is Boom Esports right now? Everything going to plan, right? There is no response. KAGENDRA being pulled in every direction by the Boom Esports members.
Yeah, I mean, bear with me with this criticism, right? Obviously, last year, the Philippines team just loved to fight, but now you are seeing such a big improvement from them, right? They are playing the map. They aren't committing overly, like, stupidly or overzealous. They are literally playing very well. They're taking so much intel from the other global teams.
Oh, hang on. Ihan's in trouble here.
He's got to get out. Is he going to escape? Is he going to go and just help Weero try and get this Azure Golem and say, hey guys, there's a bully in my lane, please come and help me, but they're going to get out alive.
Yeah, I mean, based on what's happening here, it looks like that pressure is going to be huge. Nice knockup from the side of Carl, but he is falling low, and once again, this long-range poke coming in from the side of Tatsuri is pouring so much value, because 9 minutes, this is going to be the tyrant for the side of Boom, and maybe they want to start fighting again.
Draw has to use the unending star just to get out of there, because I mean, that Universal Law would have definitely finished him off there, but we can't speak of value without mentioning Danny, right? Like, he was top side of the map, just clearing out the minion wave, using the space sprite, goes back down bot side here, completely undetected. Now that the minion wave's obviously going to be showing him on the map, they either have to go for the T3 or defend this Crimson Golem.
That's right, and at this point, this is so clinical from the side of Danny. Number one, he steals away the Crimson Golem, but they pull the members of KAGENDRA behind, which means there is more space across the map for Boom Esports to explore, make a decision, make them make a mistake on the side of KAGENDRA.
That's when you know your team's in a good position, right? When you are able to force the enemy team into making vital positions in a fight like this and in such a battle that maybe get caught out. The cleanse from Danny with the Fever Barrage! Can he take down Langfang? He just has to escape.
You cannot fight against BKL. This is their time. This is their home. And look at the T3 at the bottom under pressure. They get the T1, the T2 at the top as well. Boom, win everything.
Boom do win everything there. The T1 into the mid lane is going to be very scary for the side of KAGENDRA, but the fact is, High Hands tried to come, see, claim, and conquer Danny, and he was just like, no, I have your number.
What a play. Double take as well, 10.5 minutes. This is not the same Boom. We talked about KAGENDRA improving. Boom now is feeling like the ultimate weapon from PKL.
Exactly, they are the click, click, boom right now. They are definitely going to be the detonator for the PKL, and especially for the fans here as well. I can imagine if they win this game, this stadium is going to erupt.
It is going to erupt, and it's the kind of eruption that we want to see. Not just Eric, but also eruption from the fans. Now, Boom, they're on their way to securing their slots into the knockouts, and what a way to do it, because this has been super convincing so far.
Very convincing, very low kill game. It's just very strategic placement and movement across the gorge here for Boom Esports, and they've done it all very well with a 5k gold lead. And it's basically KAGENDRA need to fight out of these T3 territories or they will lose.
Yep, it's another one, and this is going to be all the T2s taken away from the side of KAGENDRA. Not only that, they have the Shadow Overlord and Vanguard flying down onto the bottom. Boom Esports, this is one of the best positions they have been in this best of 5.
It's the strongest I've seen them look so far within the KIC 2025, right? They are, and they've played against APG, and this is what I was saying back at the beginning part of this series, is that this team played against APG, and they've learned a thing or two.
We'll see. The learning lessons have been hard, but here we go.
We roar into the back line there. Gorge mobilization does miss out here, just ever so slightly, but he does get the reflex. It is going to be Celestial Melody. Is this going to be the comeback of KAGENDRA? But Draw gets a takedown at the Ion. We need some damage taken out, and We Roar goes down.
This was the hero. We had Miki in the previous game. Now we have Tatsuri, we have Danny, and the T3s are under pressure. There is a lot of structural damage available. Here comes the poke. The feathers sting harder than the bullets of the side of Danny for now.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is they don't have the minion waves coming through here, but it does mean that Danny's going to have free reign to that Azure Golem. And this is the decisions that a Boom of old would never have made. They would have just kept pushing, pushing, and pushing until something stacked against the wall. But now they're like, you know what? We've matured. We know what we need to do. We need to cleanse more of their resources.
And you know what's the biggest thing? The growth is not just from the players, it's from the staff as well.
Yeah.
Coach CN. This is one of the most beautiful drafts we've seen from Boom. And the execution has been on point. Look at the goalie they have. This is around 5,000 in advantage to Boom Esports. And we're only 13 minutes into the game.
Yeah, money in the bank, 13 minutes into the game. Boom Esports looking very dominant within this one. I mean, KAGENDRA finally been able to get a kill onto the board, but I mean, did they convert it into much? Just a little bit of a slow bleed into the base.
Yeah, right now it's just about the T3s, right? If KAGENDRA lose one, I think it's all over. Boom have a very huge chance to end this right here.
They do. They really do. I mean, we have all members into the top side of the map here. We can see that now Miji is just looking for a little bit of a macro play, maybe try and stop that freeze of the wave into the bot side of the map, or even just get rid of the second wave as the Overlord and Tyrant comes through once again.
Yeah, he's doing so many things at the same time, right? Number one, he's getting rid of the extra vision available by the side of KAGENDRA. So this puts darkness onto the side of KAGENDRA's map. It may be blue, but it's going to be black as well.
Yeah, I don't know how many people have stubbed their toes in the dark, but that's exactly what Miji's trying to do here. He's just basically turning every corner, every piece of furniture into a death trap.
Oh, Danny's just being a nuisance to Ehans now. And look, there is no outplay. Ehans, you use the ultimate, he does have the Purify.
Yeah, he's got the cleanse there. It's definitely going to be a aid for the side of Boom Danny here. But now we get a bit of a fight here. It's going to be all led to charge by Midgie, but maybe it's just a bit of a fake. But now it's going to be the Gorge mobilization into the back line. We are going to be seeing that Lou is very much going down for number 2. And it's going to be Weeraw that's looking to be the back line. But Ihans trying to be the truth that can be heard for KAGENDRA as Lampang tries to do a damage from the distance, but it's not going to be enough.
That's
the Wind of Judgment! Splendor comes through, but it's not going to save him!
What a painful play! He's using Garuda that's meant to be from the IKL, but IKL are losing with it!
I mean, if you've got a national hero, you don't want to be losing against it, but it could be the Philippines losing against some teams using Lapu soon, but now they go for the Overlord.
Yeah, this one is going to be important. This is potentially the nail in the coffin. The T3s on the top are not looking healthy for the side of KAGENDRA. They can make a trade in the form of the Shadow Tyrant, but is it going to be enough?
No, I mean, it'd have to be a bit of a, it'd have to be more than enough, right? Obviously, maybe Lampang, as you can kind of see here, is getting to the latter parts of that itemization. He's got one item being built here towards the end as well. He is level 17, he has the Sun Chaser. It's all down to positioning.
Yeah, it really is, right? And of course, your common spells. Danny does not have the Purify. This would have been the perfect time to fight, but if you take a look at the corresponding side, KAGENDRA, they don't have the common spells as well. Everything committed for that one big fight. And as you know it in HOK, this timing, it will be down to that big last fight.
Yes, one last fight is going to be the issue for KAGENDRA. Are they going to be able to be the victors, or will they be the victim once again?
You can hear the excitement from the PKL casters as
bubbling.
well. PH is on fire, and this one is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm expecting some, I don't know, some Adobo, some Quack to be flying in the air, maybe some Balut as well, potentially towards the end of this one, but it's going to be that T3 top side of the map. He's getting put of pressure here. Ihans is just trying to stop that bleed, but it's going to get taken down thanks to the Vanguard.
Yeah, right now, this is the recipe for disaster. When we're talking about Boom, they have a good vice grip over it. T3 on the top taken down. They have the Shadow Overlord as well. Now let's take a look at what is the next decision from KAGENDRA, because the recipe here is Tinola, but if they get their way, Boom will make this a Team Nola.
Oh, the quick scope, no scope. He's going to be enough to put down Danny. He has the... Oh, he's going to miss it, but there it is. The fear from Garuda locks him into place. Lampang is out for 40. Now his team has very little damage. It's down to Senko, Weeraw and Ihans, the 3-man of KAGENDRA, the hope, the pride of the IKL.
That's right, 5 members strong. What can they do against Boom? Absolutely nothing at this point. The T3 in the mid is down, and Boom, they see the way to the knockouts.
Boom looking to get their golden ticket into the lower pool of the knockouts, but Ihans is like, no lads, you're not getting it without taking me down first. Over my dead body. Ihans falls. Weeraw looks for a little bit of a get kill. Gets a takedown onto Midgie and Danny, and maybe this is enough to drive them out. Senko's back with the universal law. KAGENDRA against all odds save the base.
They truly have, but this is a painful, very, very tiring journey for them. 17 minutes and 40 seconds. We are close, but we're still far away from that Tempest Dragon. If they lose one more fight, KAGENDRA will lose this game.
Oh, they will. They absolutely will. KAGENDRA, with only one T3 alive, has to play this very well, but the attention onto Lampang has been placed on by Tatsuri, but it is going to be the takedown of the Shadow Tyrant here for the side of KAGENDRA. This is now, if KAGENDRA can try and just tend all 3 lanes, it's going to be scary for Boom.
Right, I mean, this is step number 1, right? You already have the Tyrant buff. This is going to be available for the next 70 seconds. Fighting prowess in your hands. But you need to make sure that you have the perfect positioning in this fight. Right now, Danny does not have the Purify. Get him out. There might not be enough damage. But here, you have to deal with your own national hero. Tatsuri is a problem. Nobody has found him just yet.
Nobody's found him just yet, but nobody's found Danny as well. Danny, once again, just going back to basics. What's really got him to this point in the game as well, right? Just using that macro, getting that minion wave, push through down to the bot side.
Look, this is so scary.
Ooh,
oh no, they're going.
He has to use the Fever Barrage defensively. Oh no! Lampang gets the kill onto Danny. Now they don't have that Fever Barrage. Weeraw tries to go in, get the steal, but now he uses the puppies. He gets onto the back line, but they are down without Danny's damage. This could be it.
Yep, they need to run away, right? But this is the chance for KAGENDRA. How many turrets can you take? The T1 already secured so far. Lampang doing his job. He wants to carry the team. They have to let him do it. But boom, they don't want this defiancy.
They don't want it, boom, and they're playing very scared right now. They're like, whoa, lads, you've come back from the crystal, you've taken T1s, T2s into the mid lanes, you are looking at a fight.
Yeah, I mean, look, we already have Blacklist in the playoff, in the knockouts for the side of PKL, but that is not enough. Boom wants to be there too.
Boom wants a taste of that pot of gold as they get further into there, getting into the top 8 of the KIC 2025. Right now, 15 seconds on that Tempest Dragon. It's going to be it or all.
Yeah, but this is a difficult situation for KAGENDRA, right? 9 more seconds, but they have a deep gash in the middle and the top, and they have to deal with this super minions all the time.
They have to deal with them. It's going to be pressure for iHans, but can the 3 men of KAGENDRA do this? Lampang is really looking strong in here. He has the improved Sun Chaser as well. So now the damage, the attack speed, going to be a little bit more fire.
Right, Danny has showed this is not ideal for the side of Boom Esports. They need to be really careful if they steal this.
Oh, iHans with the truth there coming through, but it's going to be unending sorrow. This is not going to get the steal. Weeraw gets it, the kill onto Carl, but it's going to be Danny, top side of the map with the Vanguard. Is going to get the Freddy finish from KAGENDRA 2024. Danny gets it. Boom, into the knockouts.
Welcome here, well deserved, and Boom have done it. What a way to come in.
PKL second place, getting the second place into the KIC 2020.